Meet Alok Verma, a visionary with over 26 years in product and engineering. From enterprise solutions to consumer innovations, Alok's expertise is unmatched. Join us as we explore his journey and insights.
At a high level, I've worked equally across enterprise and consumer, and I've built on the enterprise side a large-scale technology platform, solved multiple problems for small, medium business customers, service providers, and enterprise customers. On the consumer side, I have worked on building consumer-grade application, including Alexa Music, Amazon Music on Alexa devices, and I was there for 10 years in Amazon, so that's like one of the marquee achievements I have on the consumer side. I recently left Amazon after 13 years to take a break and to sort of figure out what I want to do. And I started to consult with Tennis Channel. Consulting has been in the back of my mind with massive experience across product engineering, organization, people, and business skills. I feel I have these transferable skills that I can impart to companies who really need these kind of skills, and not just technology, but a holistic view of their business, along with people, organization, product, technology, of course, operations, marketing. So I have gathered experience and I can tie all these dots together to help a company really out. I've been testing waters with Tennis Channel and it has been working out really great. I've been very impactful based on the feedback that I have received and I'm enjoying the work. I've been able to sort of create a lot of leverage based on my experience and provide a lot of value to them. So I'm at a point where I'm kind of leaning towards, hey, this is consulting is actually really good. It offers me to sort of leverage my transferable skills and I can contribute to a diverse set of businesses and problems. The Tennis Channel CEO, Jeff Blackburn, who was a senior vice president of Amazon for like 25 years. So I've been reporting to him during these 10 years. So I've worked with him pretty closely. So he knows that I built the music system from ground up with this kind of consumer grade applications. And Tennis Channel, as you know, it offers a D2C experience through its app, which is subscription only. So he called me to sort of help out on product and technology strategy, how their current experience, how to take it to the next level. So my goal is really to understand the technology, to understand the product that they have built and figure out the challenges and then evolve into a vision which work backwards from like where they want to be and fix the current technology stack and build more product experiences. For example, tennis is not only about watching live or recorded tennis matches, but it's also about the community. It's all about the fans of tennis and how to create a sort of community that can interact with each other. They can connect with their favorite players, and create a sort of build a sense of community and along with the experience, of course, so that it takes the experience to all to new levels than just purely watching the game. So first 30 days are really, really important because as a consultant, you are on a tight timeline. So you have to sort of show that, yes, you were the right person they hired because the first impression is the lasting impression, I would say. So the approach I took was really diving deep into the product, playing with the product if you can, the technology, really understanding the technology, diving deeper into technology, looking at what kind of metrics they have, what are the KPIs they follow, talking a lot to people, informal, formal, talking to CEO, all the way to all operations people. So I think casting a wider net across the org to really understand the business, to understand the product, to understand the challenges, to understand their strengths. I think it's really, really important to first like 10 days to figure that out. And the next 10 days is all about you start to form opinions or sort of high level proposal to the solution. And that's a really important period because that's a period where you can diverge because you understood the problem and you came up with a solution. If you're not sort of soundboarding it with crucial people in an informal and a lightweight manner, when you present the final proposal, it could be way, way off. It may not be, but there's a risk. And like I said, like you are on a tight timeline and the first impression is a really important one for you to be really valuable to them. So the second part of this engagement during 30 days is extremely important where I formed some solutions. I had some thoughts about the vision and how we can sort of solve some of the short-term pains, and that will dovetail into the leading to the bigger vision. So I talked to multiple people, as I mentioned, and made sure that some of the big pillars of their problems I'm hitting in my proposal. Next 30 days, last 10 days of 30 days is really about formalizing a proposal, reviewing it across the board, not just with few people, but taking feedback from everyone. An extremely important part is addressing the feedback because I have seen that people get feedback and they missed out on turning it around. So you have to really understand the feedback, you tie your knowledge and their knowledge, and then make sure that you're addressing the feedback into a proposal that sort of fits into what the company or the business is needing for you to do. I'm an independent consultant. I'm sort of working in a collaborative manner with their VP of product, engineering, operations, and the CEO, of course, and a bunch of other programming and curation folks, people who are curating content. So it's purely based on a collaborative model where I'm sort of going and talking to them and really understanding their problems and figuring out like how do we move fast to the next level of in terms of addressing some of the issues. I think AI is a mandatory tool these days. I'm using AI in all aspects of every work that I'm doing in terms of trying to get some ideas, really doing some competitive analysis. In absence of an AI tool, I have to go to all these different sites like ESPN. I have to read about them, like their streaming app. But I think understanding the competitive landscape is extremely important as I'm building the solution for them. So AI can help to do that analysis in a very quick manner. So I'm trying to see that wherever it can help in my productivity, in getting the results faster, is the thing that I'm using AI for. So wherever it is, I'm sort of doing that. And even I'm sort of putting some bullet points and asking to convert to a document. And then, of course, I'm taking editorial control on that. AI can be like a really useful tool, but you have to apply your thinking and your brain on top of it and not just accept what it is giving back to you. But you have to curate and you have to sort of enforce your thought process on top of it and go from there. So yes, AI is a tool, but it's an enhancement tool. It's not a replacement. I use OpenAI and Anthropic. And I feel OpenAI is good in general purpose questions. Anthropic is good in the code, the technology. I think they have mastered that. And Cursor uses them as default. Amazon Mosquito uses them. So I think they're really good on that side. So I'm using those both of these tools sort of depending on the type of the problem that I'm having. No, I think so far it has been validating my thought process. 2 points. The first point is the massive experience that I have gained. I feel that I have a lot to offer across product, engineering, business, people, organization, how to set up the organization structure. So at Tennis Channel, I'm actually helping out across all these functions and not just the product and technology. It's about creating cohesive strategy and how to sort of leverage marketing into the product building. So it has validated that point for me, of course. The second point is about staying focused and working on the problem that matters the most. As a full-time, and this is not a criticism, as a full-time leader, I had to work across a lot of different things, and a lot of those things were kind of low priority and did not matter much, but I had to sort of pay attention to those. As a consultant, I'm laser focused on the problem to be solved and applying my leverage. So that's all I'm doing. So I feel I'm sort of sharpening my skills at 100 miles per hour compared to, let's say, 75 miles per hour when I was a full-time employee. So I've learned so much. So it is giving me so much of time to focus just on my skills improvement and helping the company out or the people out whom I'm helping in a very laser focused manner. So that's been tremendous so far. It's an important question that a CEO of the company has to consider when to bring, depending upon where in their growth curve they are and what are the needs and challenges, and whether they have the talent that is needed immediately to serve that need for where they are in the growth curve. So example I would give is you are a company that has not invested in AI, for example, and you are a mature company. Then you do not, since you do not build that personalization or AI talent. Now with the AI suddenly outpouring, right? Everyone is kind of being measured on how much investment or productivity or customer experience you're driving using AI. If you have to move fast, you are better off bringing someone from outside who brings that skill and sort of get the ground running in terms of understanding your business and giving you suggestions what you can do and how you can hire and how you can build the new AI based experiences. This could be for any type of company. So this is like I'm using a more logical example because typically a mature company has higher possibility of not leveraging AI. Startups these days, they are starting with AI forward, right? But there are startups who did not have that model. And I know there are companies that are like late stage startup or early IPO. A recent MIT paper has clearly says that 90% of enterprises are failing on their AI initiative. So that clearly says that there's a lack of understanding in this current wave, and every companies wherever they are in their growth curve, they have to figure out like what is their AI strategy. Otherwise they're not doing the right thing, and that's how they're being measured, because AI is real this time, right? You can really drive improvement around customer experience or improve your organization's productivity, velocity. So it's that's the approach I will take basically in deciding whether I should bring a consultant outside or not. There's a time sensitivity. You have to move fast. You do not have the talent, and so bringing someone proven from the industry, I think, helps you to sort of bridge that gap in an immediate manner and scale it out. But I would caution that companies should not rely on consultant for their core part of the business. You bring them, you enhance, and then you take ownership. If you continue to expand on consulting, and I'm saying not as a one-person consulting, but if you start to build big consulting team and you start to give them the core piece of work, they start to do your design, then it will quickly go off rails and you before you even realize it. So it's a double-edged sword. You bring in expert consultant who can help you sort of take ownership of what you're trying to